6 years, 3 months, 2 weeks, 1 day, and 20 hours. Let me say that again. 6 years, 3 months, 2 weeks, 1 day, and 20 hours. Some people on my timeline know what that is, some don't, some care, some won't. But I'm going to say it again. 6 years, 3 months, 2 weeks, 1 day, and 20 hours. My lawyer walked into the courtroom from the judge's chamber and asked, "Hey, if I can get that 12-year deal back, will you take it?" I said, "No, I can't do more than 10." He left, and when he came back, his face was as white as a sheet. That was Monday, April the 28th, 1997. 28 years ago. Monday, April the 28th, 1997. 28 years ago. And here we are on Monday, April the 28th, 2025. I was charged with aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon, to wit, a firearm. Now, let me break that down for you. In Texas, aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon is a first degree felony, meaning it carries a minimum sentence of 5 years and a maximum sentence of life in prison. The key element that distinguishes aggravated robbery from a regular robbery is the use or exhibition of a deadly weapon during the commission of a robbery or causing serious bodily injury to the victim. Okay, so let's break that down. Texas law defines aggravated robbery as committing a robbery and either causing serious bodily injury to another, using or exhibiting a deadly weapon, causing bodily injury to or threatening a person 65 years older or a disabled person. A deadly weapon, Texas law defines as a deadly weapon as anything that is manifestly designed, made, adapted, or inflicting death or serious bodily injury, or anything that, in the manner of its use or the intended use, is capable of causing death or serious bodily injury. This includes firearms, knives, and even seemingly innocuous objects like glass bottles, blunt objects, if used in a way that could cause serious harm. So I had a shotgun, a pump shotgun at that. So definitely a deadly weapon. Aggravated robbery, as I said, is a first degree felony in Texas, meaning the punishment range is from 5 years to life in prison and a fine of up to $10,000. I don't know how they're going to get that if you're in prison, but they're going to do that to you. So there are several factors in the sentencing. A judge or jury has a wide discretion in sentencing, and various factors can influence the final sentence, including the defendant's criminal history, the severity of the victim's injuries, whether or not the defendant was armed and the type of weapon that was used, and the defendant's standing in the community. And when it comes down to parole eligibility, if a defendant is sentenced to prison for aggravated robbery, they must serve at least one half of the sentence before coming up or being eligible for parole. So, over the course of the 18 months, committed the crime in 1995 of February. Over the course of 18 months, I had turned down plea deals of 18, 15, and 12 years. But in November of 1996, I pled guilty without a plea agreement. In April of 97, I was in the courtroom to be sentenced. I could get as little as 5 years, and I could get as much as 99 years. It was all up to the recommendation and the discretion of the recommendation of the DA and the discretion of the judge. Y'all, I was walking in faith. I believe that God was not done with me yet. Now, let's not get it twisted. I'm not saying I was innocent. I was guilty. I was wrong as two left shoes, or like putting onions in a fruit salad. Man, I was wrong. I was guilty. I just knew that I was a different man from the time that I committed that crime in February of 95, 2 years prior. So there I sat in the courtroom, waiting. My lawyer had come out, face white as a sheet. He leaned over and said to me, "I've been practicing law in Tarrant County for over 20 years, and I've never seen anything like this." The DA said he'll give you 8. Take it or leave it. Now, y'all got to understand, this is the same DA that his first offer was 18, second offer was 15, third offer was 12, and when I turned down the 12, he said, "You will never get another offer from me. We're going to crank it up." And now 8 was on the table. If I told y'all about the significance of that number 8, you wouldn't believe me. Y'all wouldn't believe me. My mama had dreamed about this number, 8. Then later on, I come to find out that 8 is the number of new beginnings in the Bible. 8. 8 years when the man said that I would never see another offer again. And now this offer was 4 years less than the last offer that he gave me, which he said was the best offer that I would ever get. So on that 8-year sentence, I came up for parole at the 4-year mark. I had to do half, but I was denied. Got what they call a set-off. It was a 2-year set-off. And as I lamented to God about the set-off, I heard him say something. He said, "I don't want to deliver you from this place. I want to deliver you from the mindset that brought you here." So, 6 years, 3 months, 2 weeks, 1 day, and 20 hours later, I walked out of the gates of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice on parole. But I had been transformed and freed on the inside before that morning on August the 12th, 2003. So, 6 years, 3 months, 2 weeks, 1 day, 20 hours. This marks the 28th anniversary. And I can tell you for sure that God continues to work in me, both to will and to do his good pleasure. And he ain't finished with me yet. Peace.